Okay, so greetings. This is our presentation for the final case study, a collaboration between Galang, Heneta, and Garamo. We are from 1ECEA, and this is our submission for ITE 101. For the initial slides, we have Mr. Galang to present artificial intelligence. Please go ahead.
So based on the case study for the artificial intelligence, here is the post or shown scenario or situation for artificial intelligence or AI. A mid-sized logistic company, Transmove, adopted an AI-powered route optimization system to produce delays. Efficiency improved, but driver complaints and inconsistent delivery times arises. So what does this mean? It just means that yung isang kumpanya gusto mag-adopt ng isang AI-powered optimization, pero para maambas yung efficiency improve, pero maraming variables or bad inconsistent delivery times ang nangyayari. So bakit nga ba nangyayari yun? Next. So, ang mga problems na nagpo-promote doon is actually outdated datasets used for AI, training, no human feedback loop, poor communication with stakeholders, and ethical concerns on employee tracking. Excuse me. To further understand kung ano nga ba nagko-cause sa problem na yon is is that outdated datasets. Dahil outdated na yung datasets ng AI, it's actually can be hard to actually maneuver what route it gets. What if kasi may bagong ginagawang road, may bagong ginagawang road, there can be a roadblocks and many much more, which is bad for an outdated AI that can result to multiple incidents, 'di ba? Now next is the absence of human loop feedback. If there is a human loop, if there is non-human loop feedbacks, it is actually hard to improve the road efficiency techniques. Especially pag wala kang feedback sa AI, it will just do whatever it wants to do. So another problem is that difficult for communicating with stakeholders. Kapag wala tayong proper tracking dun sa delivery item, it will actually be hard for the communication both from the stakeholders and actually the kumpanya kung nasa na kung where is the whereabouts of the actual package delivery. Finally, there are safety ethical concerns regarding the employees tracking. So there must be some solution for this thing to go on. Let's see now the proposed solution. So the proposed solution can be a well-trained model with advanced reasoning and self-training or an LLM. So with this, we can actually do much more. Which with this we can do faster allocation for its route and actual faster dation in real time world, which fixes the first problem. Now, incorporate built-in communication para makausap natin yung stakeholders and actually give feedback into the process, which actually helps more than ever. Kasi hindi lang tayo nakakuha ng feedback, nakakuha rin tayo ng on-time location of where the package is, which can help for the interaction with stakeholders. Now, for ethical concerns, the best way dito is to implement a ballot system. Whether to continue ang paggamit ng AI or just use the most optimal way na gusto nila, leading to much more better decisions for whether to keep that company's way of efficiency or find another way to gain that efficiency.
All right, for the next slide, we have the presentation for artificial intelligence in blockchain, again to be presented by Mr. Galang. Please go ahead.
Thank you. So AI in blockchain. So the AI in blockchain focuses on the situation which Finguard launched is a blockchain remittance platform, but regulators raise concerns about its compliance and transparency. So basically, ang Finguard gusto nila magkaroon ng magandang blockchain company na nagbibigay ng magandang remittance platform anywhere else. Pero it raises multiple concerns in compliance. Ang main focus nila ay security, public trust, and transparency. Ngayon, paano natin masusolusyon dyan? First is the post problem. Ano-ano nga po yung problem na pinopost ng mga blockchain? Although it's complex, it's actually quite hard. It's actually quite easy to understand. Now, here is the problem. Missing KYC or know yourself protocol. Excuse me. Smart contracts not audited and conflicting regulatory requirements. Next one is the much more detailed way of the problem, each of the problems posed. Excuse me. Excuse me. So no, so yung KYC or know your customers instigated the idea of remittance for trust and transparency. But certain problems may arise such as the idea of blockchains and transaction. So if ang sinasabi lang dito, whole nito is that medyo mahina yung use ng know your customer since it just uses an anonymity rule para gumawa ng sarili niyang identity for the user, not actually verifying the user, but actually getting it. So this just makes it much more easier for the hackers and other things that can be used to store your data. And this cannot be recovered instantly. It can be permanently lost or more damaged. Now, next one is the next one is the proposed solution and recommendation. So, ang proposed solution lang dito is integrate blockchain verification. So, imbis na anonymous, dapat verified ka. Verified yung wallets natin in order to actually get that privacy security. This resolves KYC, of course, or know yourself, because imbis na anonymity ang sariling gawa, it's actually a verified account, which is mas maganda. Na perform smart contact audits, nothing beats a clean evidence gawa ng kapag mas malinis yung audit, mas maganda siya, mas secure, mas transparent. Pag lagi silang nagche-check or constantly checking the bank or contract audits, it's actually much more better than ever. So that resolves all of the problem for the blockchain for the Fincard. Thank you. Ayos ano, parehas lang po yan, immutable blockchain.
Sige, okay
Okay.
na.
All right, let us proceed to the next section of our presentation. We have the topic for artificial intelligence in electronic commerce to be presented by Mr. Paramo. Please go ahead.
AI in e-commerce. So here is the scenario. Shopee is experiencing a very rapid growth in customers and orders. So ang nagiging problema nito ay yung expansion ay nagkakaroon ng maraming customer complaints and delivery delays and failed purchases. And also sa mabagal na slow customer service. Yung company na 'to, yung this company's, order fulfillment system is becoming overloaded with spikes in demand. And dito naman ay nagkakaroon ng inconsistency. Next slide please. So, sa problem analysis, the problem is, yung warehouse ng Shopee and delivery process ay hindi makaabot sa pagtaas ng number ng orders. Kaya nagkakaroon ng shipping delays at yung system ay hindi ginawa para sa high demand. And for problem number two, customers experience payment errors because the store relies on a single payment gateway or outdated payment systems. Dito naman ay sa sobrang luma ng payment systems nila, nagkakaroon ng error sa sa payment ng mga customers, which leads to failure of purchases or slow purchases. And for problem number three, most customer service tasks is shop is are done manually. So dito naman ay mabagal ang mabagal ang shop yung customer service kasi manually and without assistance of technology such as AI chatbots alone. So next slide please. So for solution number one, dapat ang Shopee ay gumagamit ng mas magandang management system na nag-a-add sa mas sa mga automated na tools, technologies na gano'n. And dahil dun sa ano na yun, puwede sila makapag-partner sa mga madadami pang delivery couriers in order to to deliver efficiently. So, that's it. So, for solution number two, yung company naman ay dapat ay mag-invest sa mas magandang payment gateway or system in order na ma-avoid yung failure of purchases ng mga customers. And lastly, for uh, solution number three, so yun sa chatbot, a chatbot can answer common questions like order status or return policies, so human agents can focus on more complex problems. Although that this is a solution, it can be a problem too, since chatbots can make mistakes and and are sometimes inconsistent with their answers. So next slide, please.